Hello there, welcome to my views and news. Some news stories from Ethiopia for you and another country, neighboring country, Somalia. Firstly, Ethiopia, where we know that an intense air campaign is underway against Fano fighters for around 2 weeks. Fano fighters are feeling the pinch of this air campaign. They have held some discussions, new decisions have been made. We will see some changes in how Fano groups are operating in the Amhara region. I have learned a few new things after talking to some people. So I want to share with you what is going to be the new strategy adopted by Fano fighters. How are they going to defend from this massive air campaign? Secondly, a statement from a Fano group last night where there was a hint of flexibility shown by Fano for talks. Secondly, Somalia, one after the other, good news for Somalia. Some arms embargo was lifted in Somalia by UN Security Council a few days ago. Now, a huge debt relief to Somalia of 4.5 billion US dollars. Firstly, viewers, Amhara region of Ethiopia, where a military operation against Amhara Fano militia has been underway for months. But more than 2 weeks ago, a crucial phase of this operation was launched when Ethiopian Air Force started an intense air campaign. Since then, dozens of drone strikes, very precise strikes, have been carried out across Amhara region, in different parts of the Amhara region, targeting Fano fighters of Fano, loyalists, Fano sympathizers. So, what is the situation on the ground, and what is Fano's new strategy? Well, I stay in touch with people from all sides, from government side, Fano, Ola, TPLF, Eritrea, Somalia, Sudan. That is how I see the entire picture. Fano groups are feeling the heat of this air campaign. They're confirming that, and they say that they'll have to adapt to the changed reality on the ground. They want to reduce their losses. It means they're suffering losses. Non-strikes are very precise, and I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if I came to know that dozens of drones are in the air over Amhara continuously, monitoring movement on the ground, and wherever there is a suspicion of movement of large Fano or convoys, drone strikes are being conducted. And then obviously, intelligence from the ground is playing an important role as well in helping the government to identify Fano groups and attacking the groups on the ground. Fano fighters are adapting to this changed reality. And what I have learned is that from uh, in coming days, you'll see two types of attacks more than other tactics adopted by Fano fighters. They might not launch big attacks now to control major cities, towns. Not major, but any cities, towns. They have learned that if they operate in thousands or hundreds, it would be difficult for them to defend from drone strikes. So now they are focused on identifying prosperity party members, government officials, security officials who are leading the operation, who are at the forefront in the operation against foreign fighters. So I think that we're going to see increase in assassinations, increase in target killing, increase in kidnapping, abductions. Fano fighters will operate in small groups, which they have decided, I think, that they should target people specifically, people who are pro government, government officials either kill them or abduct them or uh, attract them so that they are not in a position to continue supporting the government. So their assassination is not a new tactic adopted by Fano fighters. They have been carrying out assassinations in the region for months. But in coming days, you'll see more assassinations, more kidnapping, more target killing. Secondly, second tactic adopted by Fano fighters is ambush. ENDF convoys being ambushed for months. Now they'll focus more on ambush attacks. They are trying to form specialized units. Uh, they have good advanced intelligence network. Intelligence network will be improved, and they want to increase their ambush attacks on Ethiopian military, militia, and police convoys reportedly. Thirdly, they're going to reduce their public visibility. Mobility will be reduced. They'll operate in small groups. So you wouldn't hear about large scale attacks by Fano fighters in big town cities in coming days. This is what I have learned after talking to people on the ground. So all this indicates that Fano groups are under pressure. They're being tested. I've been saying for 2 weeks, by the way, that Fano groups are going to be tested. Now they're being tested. Can they manage to repel this massive air attack? That remains to be seen. Government is confident, military confident that Fano fighters are suffering decisive losses. That is why government announced a 7-day deadline, 7-day ultimatum for Fano fighters to surrender. And then hundreds of prisoners were released yesterday as a sign of goodwill from the government. Let's see how Fano fighters adopt to change circumstances. Are they going to surrender? Will they surrender? Are they surrendering? That will talk on in today's live chat after a few hours. Secondly, Gurjam Fano released a statement last night. There was a hint of some flexibility shown by Gurjam Fano about talks. Since day one, Fano has been rejecting the idea of talks with the government. Government has not made any tangible efforts to talk to Fano fighters as well. But Fano fighters have not shown any interest in talks with the government. Now, when Fano groups are under pressure, are they going to show any flexibility to talk to the government? Well, Gajam Fano said yesterday that no talks ongoing now, but if talks happen, it would happen after consultation with people. This is the first time that I saw a Fano group saying that talks can happen or could happen after consultation with people. Little bit of flexibility shown by Gajam Fano yesterday about talks. But so far, we don't have any credible information that a large scale negotiation between Fano groups and government is underway or it is going to start. Let's see. I think coming 3 to 4 weeks are very crucial for this Amhara opposition resistance armed movement in the region. Secondly, viewers, Somalia, big relief for this country, fighting an insurgency for years. Al-Shabaab in control of large territories, basically a fragmented country, lots of issues in the country. A few days ago, UN Security Council lifted arms embargo, and now Somalia can raise military, it can procure weapons. Another good news for Somalia is that IMF, World Bank, creditors have given a huge debt relief to Somalia. 4.5 billion US dollars debt relief to Somalia from IMF and World Bank. The organizations have confirmed this relief in a statement yesterday. Somalia's debt was 64% of its GDP. Now it is 6% of GDP after this big debt relief. So IMF, World Bank giving relief to Somalia. They are hand in glove with Kenya, giving financial support to Ruto's government. But PM Abiy's government in talks with IMF, World Bank since last year. Still no bailout package for Ethiopian government. Businesses closing, factories closing, foreign exchange reserves dwindling fast, birr losing its value, but still no bailout package is coming for Ethiopia. Why? Uh, Maybe Ethiopia is not reliable for the West and US. They want Ethiopian government to bring to its knees before giving some relief to the government. Let's see. But Somalia has got a big relief from the IMF and World Bank. Thanks for watching.